Spaniard, Northwest Fightscene, sitting here with UFC 118 winner, submission victory. He does know submissions. A good submission too. After he grounded pounded Mr. Alves. I can't say his first name. I tried a lot. Can you say his first name?
I think it's Amilcar. Everyone butchered it. I don't know.
Amilcar. I actually tried like a lot. Okay, Amilcar. You beat him in the third round. You beat him hard in the first and the second round. Talk about the fight. Talk about the win.
The fight, I knew this guy was going to be coming at me with a lot of Muay Thai. I expected him to either be really aggressive or be kind of passive since it was his first time in the UFC. I kind of think he was a little hesitant and was second guessing himself once the door closed in the octagon. And I was the first one to get after him and take advantage and set the pace. So the first couple rounds was just me grinding on him, wearing him down. My game plan coming into this was just to wear him down, take him to the deep end, and drown him. And by the third round, he had nothing left, and I took him down, isolated an arm, and got the submission.
Now, your team, Sports Lab, we're in a new place. Talk about that.
Well, for this camp, I did something different. I no longer at Brave Legion. I was bouncing around between Sports Lab here with my conditioning coach, and also both team quests from Tualatin and Gresham, and also live MMA. So there was a lot of bouncing around for this training camp, but it paid off, and I'm happy with my my training camp.
A lot of gas mileage.
Yeah, that's okay though.
So submissions.
Yeah.
You gonna be a submission fighter now?
I'm gonna be the guy that does whatever it takes to win. So if that's a submission, that's great. If it's a knockout, that's awesome. TKO, decision, I don't care. As long as I get the W, that's what matters to me.
Talk about being a ground and pound fighter. It's hard coming in fighting a guy like you. Some people say it's not easy to watch, but I mean it's not easy to fight a guy like you. That's a hard place to be. And talk about training and also fighting a guy like you, because you got to be fighting 15 minutes of hard fighting.
Well, I think that's something we're going to see probably more of. I mean, John Fitch has kind of been that guy as of lately that just a grinder. He goes out there, takes people down, wears them out, beats them up. It's not pretty, but he gets the win. I mean, he's only got like 1 or 2 losses in UFC, or maybe only just one from GSP. But other than that, I mean, wrestlers as of lately have been taking people down, beating them up, and just imposing their will. So, I think wrestlers are making a comeback right now, and that's stylistically the kind of thing that's winning fights right now. It's not pretty, but people win.
Well, it got you your win, UFC 118. Talk about some of this. Let's go over here just a little bit if we can. Talk about some of the stuff that you got here. You got some interesting things over here that you do. Tell us some of the stuff that you do here at Sports Lab.
Oh man, well I wish Phil was here. He should be here soon, but yeah, I mean, this right here is kind of my secret weapon. This is where I do all of my conditioning and all the hell that leads up to the fight. That you put in the time here and the fight's easy, but we do my warm-ups along through here. He usually sets up between 4 and 5 different stations, and I do, leading up to the fight, I do 5-minute interval circuits from station to station, and I just cycle through that for 5 minutes straight. And then, it starts off at the beginning of the camp with a few minutes of rest, and then by the time we get closer to fight time, there's only a 1-minute rest, just like in the fight. So it is very intense. It sucks. A lot of rope climbs, a lot of medicine ball work. Using those platforms over here, those really suck. Because he puts those down, you have like this waist strap, and you hook up to it, and you do all these jumps and stuff. And he's got so many toys and tricks in here. It's just, a palace of torture.
And it ends with the ice bath.
And it ends with the ice bath. Yeah, we got to come over here and check this out. This is the, honestly, this is the best part of the day. You can count that. Down here, after every single workout, I sit in this thing and it takes probably 2-3 bags of ice and circulate that, get it all nice and cold, and you soak in that for about 15 minutes up to your neck, and then you get out and take a nice long warm shower. But you feel great and ready for the next workout later in the day. But yeah, this is the place where you put in the time and you get a long gas tank for the fight.
So torture, ending in ice, all done at Sports Lab.
That's right.
Mike Pierce, Spaniard, Northwest Fightscene. Hey, I really appreciate it. I thank you for the interview.
No problem.
Anybody else you'd like to thank?
Suffer, Tap Out, Phil, the guy that runs Sports Live here for me, the guys at Quest, and Live MMA.
Mike Pierce.